The New York Jets are taking on the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today I'll be talking about the New York Jets going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, before we get started, just wanted to mention that wherever it is, make sure you're subscribing. You can follow along on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. You could also call in, leave me your questions, and I'll try to get to them on the show. So let's run through it. My little preview for the game this week. That the Jets, I think, should be in. So the New York Jets are 3-8 after their win against the Tennessee Titans. They did beat Tennessee, but they played the Houston Texans last week. Philadelphia Eagles are coming off a loss to the New York Giants and sitting at 5-7. Right now, the Eagles have the 8th offense in the NFL. The Jets 27. Defensively, Eagles and Jets taking steps back from earlier in the year. Eagles 20th, Jets 32. Now, reason why this game should be a blowout in favor of the Jets. They're wearing all black. The Jets are 3-0 in all black during the day, which matters because, as we know, they lost to Cleveland in the all black in 2019 when they made their debut in week 2. Yeah. So that's going to be cool to see the New York Jets in all black. I like those uniforms. That's a second time this year that they're wearing them. They wore them for the Mike White game against Cincinnati on Halloween, which makes sense. And they're wearing them again against the Eagles, which I think is going to look nice. So let's look at the Philadelphia Eagles. What do they do well? Well, they run the ball extremely well, and the Jets don't stop the run very well. So that's not great. They are first in rushing yards, second in rushing touchdowns. And last week, Jalen Hurts, well, did he play great football? No, he threw 3 interceptions against the Giants. Last week, he hasn't hit 200 passing yards since week 7, but he's a very good runner. He's a quarterback who, no matter what, should be running for 50, 60 yards a game. Miles Sanders is going to be playing in this game. So the Jets are going to have their work cut out for him, who, yeah, they were much better defensively against the Texans last week, specifically the defensive line getting after Tyrod Taylor, but just not nearly enough in the run game. And this Eagles team, well, that's their strength on offense, is their ability to run the football, which is ironic because earlier in the year, they pretty much did everything in their power not to run the ball unless it was with Jalen Hurts, but they've been significantly better in that regard later in the season, and I think that's going to be their game plan. I think that should be any team's game plan against the Jets, is try to run right at them because they are, their strength is getting after the quarterback. It was put on display last week, but what they don't do well is stop the run. So that would be my take. I'd be trying to run the ball as much as humanly possible against this Jets defense. And, we've seen it work on a number of occasions so far this year. Something else that jumps out in this game is the play of Zach Wilson, right? So last week in his return wasn't great. Threw for under 150 yards. Was really bad in the first half. Bad turnover, got a little bit better in the second half, but not nearly to the point where you'd feel comfortable with in a performance. But is he going to be able to step forward? Now, not only do rookie quarterbacks normally play better at home, but just in general, the Jets have been significantly better at home versus on the road. Maybe that has something to do with it. I mean, when you look at Zach Wilson's best game so far is against Tennessee at home. The Mike White game against the Bengals at home. So, I would, fingers crossed, hope that makes a difference. Home field advantage, playing against a team who is coming off a bad loss. But what do I think he could do today or this upcoming week? I'm going to say 22 of 33 for 238 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He hasn't not thrown an interception in a game yet, so I would like him not to throw an interception, obviously, but right now, until he proves otherwise, I think that I'm going to just continue to ride out with, picking him to throw an interception. I also think Elijah Moore gets in the end zone this week. He probably would have last week if he didn't fall down on his route. He's just been significantly better. In the third quarter, the Jets had a really nice drive where he was able to hit Elijah Moore a couple of times. I like what Mike LaFleur is doing in getting him involved in coming around the jet sweeps or those little toss passes right out in front of him. I'm all for that. You want to get the ball in your playmakers' hands, and I'm hoping that Zach Wilson, is a little bit more accurate on the shorter stuff. Corey Davis, don't know if he's going to be able to play again this week. So is Denzel Mims, who is finally activated, going to get involved in the offense? We're going to see more of Jeff Smith. We'll see there. Keelan Cole is out with COVID, so I'm fingers crossed Denzel gets another shot, but I don't know. I'm not going to write that one in stone because in the opportunities that he has gotten this year hasn't been great, and he just hasn't gotten a ton of opportunities this year to begin with. So I'm not necessarily going to pick that just yet. As for what I think is going to happen in this Jets game, we did the Zach Wilson stat line. We did Elijah Moore getting involved. I think the Jets cover the spread. The Eagles are favored by 7 points, which seems way too high. I think the Jets keep it close. I don't know if they win this game. The Jets have never beaten the Eagles in their history. But I think the Jets absolutely cover the number. I'm going to take the Eagles to win 24-20. I would not be stunned if the Jets were able to win this game. I think it'll be a tight game down to the wire kind of a thing. I'm not picking the Jets this week to win outright. Again, I think they cover. Would I be stunned if they won the game outright? No, but this is not one of them that I have circled as a win. Hopefully they prove me wrong. I'm very much so rooting for that. I am 4-6-1 against the spread. I had the Jets last week. Casey was on the Texans last week. Let's see who she likes here in week 13. Shocking. The road team. Eagles -7. We'll see who gets the W, who is celebrating and who isn't. But let's hope for a Jets victory. Let's hope Zach Wilson plays well. Let's hope the defense builds off their performance from last week. And let's hope we get another victory Monday, because that was pretty fun. I am very much so rooting for that. So let me know in the comments down below or on social media what you think about this contest. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you next time.